Decided.
This is my 4th vlog. I have my meet and greet today and then I'm going out tonight. And I literally woke up to this thing in my house. So it's gonna be an interesting day. But before I go, I have a ton of packages to send, so I kind of look like a mailman. But I actually look so sporty today. What the hell? This is my best friend Emily. She's going to my meet and greet. So something is happening by my meetup, and I had no idea this was gonna happen. Okay, so I'm at the meet and greet now, and here's my friend Ocean. Yeah, this is Ocean. This is the one. Yeah, Ocean. Yeah, that's her. Yeah. And then this is Emily. Oh gosh. So yeah, this is everyone who came. Whoever wants to be here. Yes, all my favorites. Yes, everyone. Something went down in the city, and there's just like police around.
Stop it!
They're swapping jackets.
Guys, hang on, please.
Why?
This is wiki.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Tell Breezy, like, you got that?
Yeah. I think so. Am I all good? Please.
Yes.
Oh my god, so romantic. Lol.
Decided.
These are the people I hang out with. It is Sunday morning, well afternoon actually, and the weather is just like ace, like on top of the world, like so good. Now we're just going to Cloud9, just to see someone. So we're ordering food now. I have to just stop and say how pretty this tree is. Okay, so I got home. It is Sunday afternoon. It's actually 5 p.m. So I might be chilling out. And all the work I'm gonna do today is probably just gonna be like online stuff. So like stuff that I can just like lie down and be on my laptop on. Also, I want to mention that the reason why I went out clubbing this weekend to an event called Basement is because my friend bought me a ticket. And another warning, because I feel like I have to make this warning a lot, these vlogs are weekend vlogs. They're not what I do every single day. They're like vlogs of what I do when I actually have like a night out or like a day out. So I just hope you guys don't think that I'm always out fucking around when I'm not, you know. Okay, so because this vlog is so short and shitty, I have decided to put a video of me and my good friend Kristen talking about this hiking trip we had. So basically we had to go through this horrible hike together, and it was just hell, and we're just gonna tell you how it went because there were like multiple things that happened.
There's a lot of bitching
that just pissed us off. So if you're like wanting to watch a positive video, don't watch this because it's just bitching.
But if you're in for like some bitch.
Yeah, if you're in for like a bitchin' sesh, then like just watch this. So we're gonna be using code names for the people. So one girl, Helga, like just remember that girl, Helga, because she was just like the biggest bitch of the day. And then she had this boyfriend named Marcus, and there was just some other guy. We don't even need a name for him, Josh, because we don't really need to mention him because he wasn't really there. I got up at like 4:30, but you were supposed to be at my house like 5:15.
Yeah, I got up about 4 as well, and then we had to, oh my god.
Yeah, and then so,
we had to find your house.
Yeah, and then so she comes over, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a good day, we're in the car.
It was still dark.
Yeah, it was still dark. Anyways, so we get in the car, we're heading to Margaret River, and our plan for the day was to do this hike. They told us beforehand to only bring like a backpack and a bottle of water. I didn't know.
And like maybe a muesli bar.
And yeah, and just like a snack or something. I didn't bring like any food because I thought we were gonna stop by and get food. You just had like
basically advertised as a trip to the beach.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. It was basically a trip to the beach, right?
And then we pick up Helga.
She like comes in the car, she like takes front seat. Hi. We're being really nice to her because obviously we meet her for the first time. She plays shitty ass music.
Ooh.
Like just like, I don't even know, like 2012 top hits music.
I asked, and then I talked to her and I was like, hey, can I look through your music? And she was like, yeah, sure. I flipped through, and then I find a Melanie Martinez song, and I'm like,
yeah.
And then I press it.
Like,
it's a remix.
It's a remix, and we just
boom, and I'm like, oh.
And then we're just like silently just hating the music, and this is a long car
ride. We're just like giving each other looks like.
Yeah, it was a long car ride. So then we had like a mini stop, and we get out thinking we're gonna have a chill. The second we get out, we take a selfie or two, and then they're like, let's get in. I'm like, okay. So anyways, we get to the Margaret River area, and the plan was at 5:45 p.m. we were gonna go to the chocolate factory. So our goal was to be back to the car at 5 p.m., right? Yeah, we're walking and shit.
Yeah, it was actually really pretty to start with. Like, we were walking
Yeah.
through this little cove, and it was all like trees and stuff, and like
we
these
were
really gorgeous
We were
views.
really positive about everything.
Yeah.
Like, we were enjoying
I had like a
life.
3-liter bottle of water in my bag.
Yeah.
though.
Oh,
That was
okay.
fucking
So
heavy.
let's start off. She had a 3-liter bottle of water in her bag. I had a small bottle of water. You were on your period, weren't you? You were on your period, and like, I don't know
You were
about you guys.
PMSing too.
Yeah, I was PMSing. I was right before my period as well, and I was just like, I didn't have much food or anything, so I'm assuming
We
that
had a digestive biscuit. Like,
Yeah.
you know those big brown cookie things? Yeah.
they tasted pretty good. But
Yeah, they were
anyway,
nice.
so like we're walking and we're like the type of people who like we're looking at trees, we're looking
Yeah,
at like
found some
bones,
mushrooms.
yeah, mushrooms and everything.
Everything was really pretty. We were taking like Snapchats of everything.
Yeah, and then they were like the rest of them were like way ahead of us, which was weird because like
Yeah.
they were just
There's like a head, and then there's like a head. They were like a kilometer in front of us, and we were like, we can't see it.
yeah, and we were like taking our time because we were really enjoying it. And I
we're the
remember
new people. They can't.
we're like walking for an hour and we're like, surely we're halfway there. We walk another hour, we're like, surely we're halfway there.
We get out the maps and we look at it, and we're like, we're close to the beach, but no, the trail goes parallel to the beach
Yeah.
with nothing
Yeah.
through.
So then we get to the beach, all good. We're like, finally, we're here. It's about 2 o'clock when we got to the beach, wasn't it?
Just mentioning, there were tire tracks on the road we were walking on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We weren't walking in the bush. We were walking on like a dirt road, like a dirt road. So
Something
we
you
were like,
could drive
yeah.
down.
So we were like, well, we could have driven this bit, chilled at the beach for a bit. But anyway, so we're at the beach, gorgeous cliffs. Everything was
God.
beautiful. Took a lot of good photos. So we sit down, and then we're starting to do henna on ourselves, and we're just like chilling, like. So just chilling, enjoying our time. I'm about halfway done through my henna, and then they're like, okay, come on, let's go. And we were legit there at the beach for half an hour, but we walked 3 hours to get
More
there.
like 20 minutes, and it was like, oh
Yeah,
no,
it
should've
was
been, like, 40.
short, man. It was short. So we were just like, dude, we have
Yeah.
like we still couldn't feel our legs. Like we were
Yeah.
we were like already like
They
cramping
really
up.
kind of like left us to ourselves. Like they,
Yeah.
like I'm really close friends with Marcus, right? But basically Helga's
yeah.
a bitch, and Marcus is a complete softie and will do anything that whoever he loves says.
Yeah. So she was just a control freak. Like she was a very controlling girlfriend.
Wouldn't even let
right?
him talk to us.
Yeah, like she wouldn't let. The reason why they were ahead of us is because she wouldn't let him talk or anyone else.
I
talk to
have
us.
known this kid since I was like 12. So
Yeah. We started heading up from the beach. We walked the wrong direction for a little bit, and we're like, fuck. So we're walking. They're way ahead of us. We're walking,
and then we see a turnoff, and I'm like, I am sure that this is the way home, right? We looked at it and we were like, are they down
Yeah,
that
I
way?
remember.
But then we see the footprints lead the other way, so we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so we just
okay.
went
I'm sure
straight.
they know we're sure.
But like she was sure. She was like, aren't we supposed to go this way? And so we just like head straight. And we're walking. We walked for a good, I don't even know, like 45 minutes
Can't
that
even
direction.
recognize anything.
Yeah, the sun's coming down, right? So
It
it's
was
just
dark.
it was getting dark, right? Note that when we were at the beach, all we had to eat was like rationing this digestive cookie. Legit. And so like no.
Not even flavored,
She's
just
on her
like
period. I'm PMSing. We barely have food in our stomach, and like our muscle is in so much pain. Like when one of the guys came back to talk to us, he was like, "Dude, do you remember when we could feel our feet? Like we just could not feel our feet at this point." And then we stop because we catch up to the group, and it's already dark. We're in the
and they're having
forest.
torches and they're freaking out. And,
Yeah.
and then Marcus turns around to me. I think we've gone the wrong way. And we're just like,
You and me, we're done. We're done at this point. We're like,
but the reason we went the wrong way is because Helga says, no, I'm sure we're going the right way.
I
We
knew
can
this.
keep
I
walking.
knew this. And then
And Marcus is the guy that organized the trip and knows where to go. And
like he's been there a couple times, hasn't he? Yeah. When we're at the start bit and we're about to turn around, she's just like, oh, she starts crying.
she starts crying. Of all the people, she starts fucking crying.
And she's just like, oh my god, she's like, I'm so scared of the dark.
And Marcus is trying to like organize things and like try and find his way home, but also like comfort his
Yeah.
freaking
So
ass
he's
little
like
girlfriend.
stressed out, but he has to stay calm for everyone else, but especially for his girlfriend Helga. So note that we walked this path for 45 minutes or half an hour
Yeah.
or something, and we have to walk back for that 45
I
minutes.
have
half
to
an
say
hour.
though, it was really pretty,
Yeah.
and any other circumstance, even if we camped there, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
Like the trees were really tall and like all the branches were at the top, and you could like only just see the light, and it was like, oh
Yeah,
so
it was
pretty.
gorgeous. I felt like I was in Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
Like,
it was so nice.
good. Like we enjoyed that route, but when we found out we had to go back, we were just like,
Especially because it
fuck.
was uphill. It was uphill
Yeah.
to go back.
Yeah.
I think that's why we were okay with going down the trail. 'Cause we were like,
Yeah.
oh, it's downhill. We must be going the right.
then they're obviously way ahead of us and it's dark, right? And then they start screaming like from in front of us. They're like, hurry up! And we're just like, I'm mad because it's like, we barely brought any food because they didn't tell us to bring food because we weren't really like fully
mainly
informed.
Helga.
Yeah, it was Helga. Yeah, she was like, because she's like, I just want to go, blah, 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 blah.
You want to go as much as everyone else. Shut up,
Yeah,
bitch.
and then like they didn't understand, like, well, especially her. She didn't understand why we were just like so annoyed at this, and we wanted to take our time because there's only like a certain pace that we can go because we're small Asians.
We're
We are
both
tiny
like
Asians.
5'2".
No,
and they are like this tall, and they do sport for a living.
they do sport for a living. Exactly, they do sport for a living. Yeah.
I'm a golf trainer.
And then at one point she comes back, like she talks to us, Helga, right? And she's like, oh, I got into an accident or something, like
yeah,
with
she
her hips.
tore her hip or something. I can't feel anything from the waist down. I could walk all day.
So she's just bragging about how she doesn't feel anything on her legs. So she's like, I can just walk. She's skipping back and forth. She's like jogging around.
Yeah, between the two of us.
Yeah.
It's like, hi, how are you going? And I'm like, I internally want to kill you so bad right now.
Oh, and then we were just like pissed because it's like these people do sport for a living. They're telling us to hurry up, didn't tell us to bring food or anything, and they're just like annoying us. So we were just like mad, right? So we finally get to the car, and not how we were assuming that we were gonna be at the car at 5 p.m. We got there
7:30.
7:30. Our plan was to be back at Perth at 10 p.m. so I could go home, sleep in my bed, feed Koji, because I only fed Koji enough for that whole day, right? At this point, we realized we're not gonna get to Perth in time, and we're in so much pain. And so, like,
I call my auntie. She lives in Bunbury, which is like in between,
yeah.
so it's like half the distance, and she lets us stay.
yeah. So we were lucky enough that we had a place to stay after that, so I didn't have to deal with the horrible music in that car. Before they drop us to our auntie's place, we're supposed to get out of the car. I step out of the car. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
so much pain.
Cannot explain. It was as if, you know, like a can crusher? Like as you stood, it just went.
Oh, it was horrible. I remember we were walking like
We to use
cripples.
like the car to like hold us up.
Yeah, we were like leaning on the car. Like getting out of that car was painful, boy. It was painful. We got food, and then so we go to her auntie's place, and I'm like, do you have an iPhone charger? And they're like, no. So I'm like very underprepared because I was not expecting to sleep over someone else's house. You know, I get anxious. I'm obviously anxious as hell, and like,
You don't know these people.
Yeah, I
like,
didn't
for me,
know them,
It was
yeah.
a little better because like they're my aunt, but.
yeah, so I didn't really know them, but like I didn't have any makeup for the next day. Like Koji wasn't fed for the next morning as well, so I'm just like stressing balls. Overall, like it was horrible.
Yeah.
Like, it was horrible.
It's
I
disastrous.
didn't even tell you about the rant I had in the car. When we went in the car before we got food, they were like, so how was that? And I was like, I'm sorry if I'm gonna be a bitch right now, but that was the worst day of my life. I was underprepared. You guys didn't even walk with us. You guys are telling us to hurry up. We have short Asian legs. You guys do sport for a living. So I was having little
And
rants.
Helga's just smiling.
And Helga's just smiling. And then, like, I remember I was, like, telling you, like, I was whispering in the car, I was like, I feel like a bitch. And you're like, dude, we're all thinking the same thing.
And then poor Marcus is just sitting there like, guys, it's okay. You're trying to comfort that bitch.
Weeks. I'm like,
I'm
who
a
is
hair
proud?
model.
Who is proud to get their hair done for, like, a lot of money every 3 weeks, you know? I hate to, like, judge other people's relationships or anything, but she was just very controlling. Like, legit didn't even let him talk to us. Like, that's why they were, like, so ahead of us.
She bitched about him in front of us and started like, you know, putting him down. Do you
Yeah,
remember that in
yeah.
the car? And she was just putting him down, being like,
Yeah,
I'm better
oh
than
my god, yeah. I remember she was like, I'm wearing the pants in this relationship. She was like that. She was just bragging about it
And
in the
then
car.
Marcus, being like the really sweet guy is just kind of like,
He
yeah,
takes
he's like
all that
joking
shit.
it and stuff, but like I could tell he was not happy.
Yeah. It wasn't the hike that was bad. It was just the people that was bad. Like me and her, I mean, we had the best conversations.
Yeah.
Like we really connected. We were in nature. Like we had a greatest time. Like the only reason why we're such close friends now is because of that hike.
It was really good.
It was really like all
it
the
was so
talks we
nice.
had was really good.
If only it had ended a bit better.
The paths were great, but they were very repetitive. Like you're walking the same path for a good hour, and then it changes and everything. And, I don't know what the moral of the
There is no
story
moral,
is.
we're just ranting.
We're just getting this all out because like
We were meant to do this ages ago. Hey?
yeah, we just oh man, we still talk
We're
about
still
this a
pissed off
lot.
about
Yeah, we're
it.
still pissed off about it because it was just like we had no food. We barely had food. You were on your period. I was PMSing.
We
were
walked for 7 hours.
7 hours.
35 kilometers.
and it was consistent. Like when we looked back at the day, all we did was walk.
And
right?
like usually you think, oh, 35k, but non-stop and uphill. Most of it's uphill because it's like the beach.
Yeah. We said to ourselves, like, this day would have been good if we had even like an hour more at the beach because we had time. We would have had time to relax. Oh, but anyways, thank you, Kristen, for being in my video. This video would be nothing without her because all I can do is like she was part of the whole thing. So it was just like me and her like joined at the hip the whole day, just bitching, man. Hope everyone has a good day. I'm sorry there's no moral to the story or any like thing that you can learn about this, but I guess when you go out to meet people,
be prepared.
Be prepared. Like bring yourself tampons, bring yourself food, bring yourself water and everything. So make sure that
like
you have
over prepared.
Yeah,
like,
over prepared for anything.
Over, but like little things, like
even like you don't like like you don't even need to bring like a makeup bag. Just bring yourself some eyeliner or something. You know. Hope you guys have a really great day. Thank you, Kristen, again.
Hi everyone. Okay, so the video I suggest today is this live show by Milky Chance. I just love every song on this album, so check it out.